Hi, my name is Jackson Clark. I'm an undergraduate computer science major, and this is my IT 356 final project presentation. I hope you enjoy it. Hi, my name is Jackson Clark. This is the presentation made by me for IT 356 final project. It's Xenoblade Chronicles themed. My final project is based around the title screen of the game. I tried to make it as accurate as possible while also including the classes, what we learned in class, and the implementation behind it and everything. So we'll get started with that. So the first thing I was able to implement was texture mapping. I was able to implement a red color to my object by mapping the red.png to the diffuse map. I was also able to get a hint of blue when the light shines on the object, which I used the container2 underscore specular.png that we have used for other projects before for that, and then mapped it to the specular map. And I also made sure that the color being used for the specular light was blue. The screenshot below is the red object with the hints of blue from the light shining on it. So the next thing I was able to do was transformations for both the lamp and the object. I was able to translate the object so that it lined up perfectly upon initialization. I was also able to make the object and the lamp rotate. And then finally I was able to scale down both the object and the lamp to the perfect size that I wanted it to be. And then the screenshot below is of the scaled down, moved, and rotated object and lamp side by side. So the next thing I was able to implement was the camera. I was able to allow for movement of the camera through key presses as well as mouse movement. The screenshot below is the camera in a non-starting position. It has been moved to a lower position away from the object, as well as the camera is now looking up at the object and the lamp, as you can see here. So for lighting, I was able to make the light have some color, and in general I got the light to shine on the object. The screenshots below are of the light working on the object at different angles, so the first screenshot you see there above the second one is when the lamp is rotating around it, and I got it towards an angle where it's like facing the other direction. And then the lamp coming back around from the rotation is the second screenshot below that, and that shows how the light is shining upon the object. So for the advanced techniques I used, I have stencil testing and blending. I was able to implement stencil testing and blending with the grass spread out all around the environment. I did this through making the cubes with the grass textures transparent, and then stencil testing is there to keep the images of the grass active and visible in the program. The screenshot below is of the camera position to be looking directly at the grass. And then the last thing, I didn't see it on the requirements, but for atmospheric purposes and everything, I decided to implement a skybox. I was able to implement the skybox inspired by Xenoblade Chronicles game's title screen. The skybox is the title screen during its nighttime phase. And the screenshot below is of the skybox I created using images of the Xenoblade Chronicles title screen. And then for my resources, I actually got the model I used from this gentleman at troy.drescher22 on sketchfab.com. He had an object zip, so I downloaded that and I used it. So all credit goes to him for the actual model sword of the Monado from Xenoblade Chronicles. And then screenshots and my final project demo, so enjoy those. Alright, so here are some of the screenshots from my final project. I tried downloading some of them and they were really grainy, so we'll just go through basically the instruction document. So this is the initial image when you boot up my final project. This is what you're going to see. And then we go down. So rotating an object by pressing the R key is going to look like that. And then moving the lamp down, and as you can see, it starts there and then goes down there. And then you can also move it up with M, so it goes all the way up. And then rotate the lamp around it. You can see the lamp is over there now by pressing O. And then you can rotate both of them at the same time, as you can see here. And then you can stop them both at the same time by pressing P, as you can see here. And then if you press S, you can zoom out, so you can see that's the zoomed out image. And then when you press W, it'll zoom in, so yeah, that's the zoom in. And then if you press A, you can move to the left. As you can see right here, it's the left of the model or the object. And then if you press D, you can move to the right, so it looks like the right of the object. So yeah, those are my screenshots. Okay, so now we're in my final project. This is what the initial image looks like. So whenever you open the exe, this is what it's going to look like. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on the object and the lamp by pressing W. So that's what that looks like. Zoom all the way in and past it. And then now I'm going to press S to zoom out. So let me go back. And you can go very, very far. So yeah, that's the zoom out. And then I'm going to press D to move it to the right. And then I'll press A to move it to the left. Back to the starting kind of position. And then what I can do as well is press R to rotate the object. So that's what that looks like. The object rotates on every axis, so X, Y, and Z. I've set it up to do that. And then you can also rotate the lamp around the object, so this is what that looks like. I have a multiplier of 10 on it, so it goes really, really wide. I just decided that's what I wanted to do with it, but you could make it smaller or anything if you change that value. And then if I press P, both should stop, just like that. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And then if you can see my cursor here, I can move around. I was not able to actually figure out how to remove the cursor limitations. As you can see, if I go, yeah, up there, it just stops. So that was unfortunate. I really couldn't figure it out, but yeah, so that's what the cursor looks like. And then, so in post, I'm adding this, completely forgot when I was doing it, but you can also move the lamp up and down. So up is M, goes extremely slow, but yeah, so up is M, and then if you want to go down, you can press N, so I'll do that. But yeah, those are the other two I forgot about when it comes to key presses and functionality. So I think that should be it. Because yeah, both of them are, yeah. So thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope you enjoyed the screenshots and generally everything about it. And thank you.